Hello and welcome to Cali Legends Media. Before I get started, I want to thank all the subscribers who have subscribed to the channel. This month was a pretty good month. We're still striving to hit that 7,000 mark gold for the end of April. Never know, could happen. If you're a frequent watcher, or if you enjoy watching the videos from time to time but never really took time to subscribe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. It'll only take a second. Set that notification bell on all so you'll be notified whenever a new video drops and if we go live. Also, if at any time during this video you think that the videos are got your approval, you think it's all right, it's cool, hit the like button. It really helps the channel. It's a good way to support the channel, and it really doesn't cost anything. It's just very valuable to us. Okay, so this video is a response video to many videos that are out right now, and basically what they are addressing is a comment that a young man made on a podcast called Viral Way. Okay, and this podcast was responding to something that was said, one sentence basically that was said on the Haters World, and from that several videos were created just on that topic. And basically what was taken from what was said in that comment was that a Southside rapper and the guy who runs Haters World, Blue Devil, made a comment in agreement that the brothers in rap, okay, the melanated brothers, will only take you so far when it comes to what's up, homie? When it comes to the rap game. And yeah, it was mentioned that they don't hold you back, but they'll only take you so far, and that's it, And anyways, from that came all kinds of comments were made. One of them that really stuck out to me, there were several, but one that really stuck out to me was that the raza that's into Chicano rap and the hip hop scene, that their music is trash. Most of it is trash. And I think they only named like 3 artists that they felt that that were up to snuff, that they thought were all right, and that was Lefty Gunplay, I believe. Who are the other guys? I don't know, 2 other artists. In any case, I guess that left a large amount of artists that they felt was just trash. And things could have been said differently. They could have said, well, I think only very few of them can really, cut it in the rap game. The other ones, well, they need to work on their craft, man. They're just not up to snuff, They just don't, they just ain't got that shine, They got to work on that shine or something, But no, they basically said that everybody else was just trash, and that basically Chicano rap and hip-hop is trash. So I guess they believe that. Nevertheless, there is a market for Chicano rap. It's been proven through a couple of decades already, and there were many that were pretty good. You know what I mean? And even today, Rowdy Rax, you listen to his lyrics, man, and if you like that kind of what he's talking about, that kind of rap, dude's bad, way better than Lefty Gunplay in my opinion. Nevertheless, Lefty Gunplay is the one that's shining right now. He's the one that's pulling numbers and making record deals or whatever he's doing with OTR, and doing shows just like Rowdy Rax, but on a bit higher level. Nevertheless, not just him. There's other ones that are good, And I think that was an unfair comment. Another unfair comment was that the blacks were gatekeepers, okay, of the rap game. And the guy from Viral Way said, that's ridiculous, but nevertheless, he said that basically anybody other than the blacks are guests in the hip hop world, are their guests. So, like, get right, act right, you guys are guests, which is gatekeeping, calling it your own, you know what I mean? And basically that's what he said, that it was black culture and stay out of their culture. Go do mariachi music, go do Mexican music, I know Snoop Dogg wish he could. Well, I not wish, he did. He was on a album, a Mexican album with a Mexican group, and he even sang it. He even did his little lines in Spanish. You know what I mean? And he enjoys that kind of music. He says it all the time. Said gangster recognize gangster. It's just gangster in a different language. But I don't expect this guy from Viral Way to understand that, because just the way he speaks, he speaks as though there's very little understanding, especially how to deal with other podcasters, when they're being addressed on social media, and when he's talking about an entire group of people. I think the comment made on Blue Devil's podcast was directed to those in the hip hop industry that are actual gatekeepers of that industry. They're the ones that pull the string. They're the ones that say yes and no, and give opportunity, or say, nah, man, we don't want to bring them up. This guy from Viral Way ain't one of those guys. He isn't even a hip hop artist, from what I understand. Basically, he's a podcaster. And very much like myself, has a lot to learn about podcasting and speaking to the public and to other podcasters about their content, anyways, this whole thing turned into many issues, okay? That one comment that was made on Hater World turned into all of these other issues being slung around and addressed and pointed to certain groups of people, and even a guy from up north tried to cut in here and bring up something else about South Side podcasters, meaning Hater World, and Blood versus black podcasters, Viral Way. There's no one podcast versus another podcast and all of this shit. You know what I mean? There's no I'm better than you and all this stuff. If somebody wants to cut into the hip hop industry, they can. It's music. Music is an international language. Music doesn't belong to anybody. Anybody could do any type of music, and nobody could say a goddamn thing. Whether you're invited to a show specifically depends on your talent. And if you want to get in and cut into that industry, you got to bring your game up to where it's acceptable in that industry, in that genre that you want to cut into. And that's just the way it is, and it can't be what you like or what your people like. It's what the people like in that industry, the ones that they're attracting and the money that they're making. So you can attract the same people and make the same kind of money. You got to put out the same type of work. You can't be talking about your neighborhood and they don't know about all that stuff. They don't even want to hear about all that stuff about your neighborhood or you going around shooting people. Most people, they're not into that. They're not into going and murking your ops and all of that shit. You know what I mean? And so if you want to perform on the world stage, man, you got to do something that's acceptable on the world stage, and all it is just bringing up your game, man, and polishing up what you're working with, so you could present it. And if you could cut it, you're going to be accepted and you're going to be brought in, because it's all about money. It's not about the color of your skin. It's not about the gang you're from. It's not about who you represent. It's all about money. And if you can make money with your craft, with your art, somebody's going to pick you up, no doubt. You know, Lefty Gunpei, he's on his way of doing that right now. Yeah, he's not there, but he's working to get there. He's working on his craft, and he has the goal set in his mind, and hopefully he knocks off all the other nonsense that's hindering him, so he could reach that goal. You know. But anyways, back to all of this stuff that's getting slung around on the internet about gatekeeping and about Chicano rap being mostly trash, and that everybody except black are only guests in the hip hop and rap industry. You know, that's just some retarded rhetoric. You know, that's uncalled for. It's not true. You know, and I don't think anybody should take it so personal. Look who it came from. This guy from Viral Way that was talking like that isn't one of the guys that are pulling the strings and hiring and firing and making decisions and signing contracts. So it's just his opinion on the situation. You know, just like it's probably worth what my opinion's worth. Absolutely nothing. You know? So all of this animosity that's being trying to dug up is just being done for views and for clout, and it's something to talk about and something to get the people riled up. You know what I mean? We were all involved with making hip hop and rap what it is today, including myself, because that's the kind of music I liked when I was younger, when it first came out. All of my artists are passed away, or they're not making music anymore. You know, I'm going back in the days of Tupac and Biggie and the artists that exist back in those days, Eazy-E, you know, NWA, all them old timers, you know, Ice Cube, Ice-T, all them fools. That was who I like to listen to, you know. And eventually, as they stopped making music and they started passing on, I stopped even listening to the music. You know, it changed. It got about something else. And I've noticed now that the content of the music is kind of going back to what it used to be. And I'm glad to see that, because for a while it got ridiculous. You know what I mean? And anyways, that's just my opinion, you know, which, like I said, doesn't really matter for much. You know, people from another podcast could come out and create all kinds of stuff out of what I've said and the comments that I've made. But all this is just my opinion. It's just me. Just like the dude from Viral Way, that's just him. That's just his thoughts coming out of his head and his mouth, you know. Take it for what it's worth, you know. It's not that serious, you know. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a strange world, man. People think crazy. Anyways, I just wanted to touch on this. I had seen a video from Santo G. I seen a video, a reaction from Blue Devil. I seen this other guy, Pocho. All kinds of people, you know, making videos about what this one man had to say. It's, you know, of course it's not true. It's just this one man's opinion. Or this podcast started talking about it and all start pushing the same agenda, the same line, you know. And probably a lot of black people feel that way in the community, you know, but that's just their opinion. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's like anything. Hip hop and rap's like anything, just like football, like basketball, like boxing. Hey, if you want to go in there and compete with the different races and stuff to do whatever your get down is, you got to be one of the best, man. You got to level up. If you're not there yet, you got to level up. You got to get there. so that you notice to the people that are going to put the money in your pocket. Once they got their eyes on you, it don't matter what any of these other people think. You know, everything will fall into place. Anyways, this is my video for today, man. Thank you for being patient. If you watched it this far, I really appreciate it. If you can, please hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. It really helped the channel out. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. God bless your family. People, stay free, man. More important than anything, hang on to your freedom, man. Stay out from behind them walls. Let's be out here for our families and our loved ones and those that need us. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you.